What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Namaste, Namaskaram, Ram Ram Ji, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm going to react to this video on why do so many Indian parents try to control their adult kids, and 10 wrong things with Indian or Asian parenting. Let's check it out. I've heard a lot of things when it comes to the Indians. My friends that are Indian, they tell me a lot the way that like it's just different, or maybe it's more like you see how other things are done out there, and then you're like, man, there's a little bit of this. I need a little bit of privacy. When you're growing up, you need some privacy, and if you say that, they will think maybe you're saying something else. Let's check the video and tell me what to think. Tell me your experiences in the comment section down below, man. Let's go.
Why do so many Indian parents fail to see their kids as matured individuals जो अपने decisions लेने के लायक हैं, even after they are well into their adulthood?
Right, Chan. Right, Chan.
Here are 10 things that our parents could have done differently.
Okay, let's check it.
First is telling us to follow the career of their choice. Nothing offbeat.
But Papa, I want to be a musician.
डॉक्टर बन समझी
हमने इतना क्या एक्सपेक्ट किया तुमसे? 3 ऑप्शन तो दिए, डॉक्टर, आईएएस, इंजीनियर, कुछ भी बन जाओ, पूरा वर्ल्ड है तुम्हारे पास. Second is, oh, you hit puberty. तो कपड़े ढंग के पहनो, dress like a good girl. Parents consider their children as part of the family, community and society and not as individual thinking beings.
कहीं मुंह दिखाने के लायक भी नहीं रहता.
They instill in them the idea that it is more important to have moral values than any kind of personal growth. Number 3 is that कि थप्पड़ मारना तो discipline का एक important part है, तो हर बच्चे को थप्पड़ तो पड़ना ही चाहिए.
Do you know when brown kids get slapped at birthday parties? Every brown birthday party. Usually, it's the kid whose birthday it is.
Number 4 is comparing you to other kids for every other mistake or choice that you make. या फिर वो अपनी लाइफ को तुम्हारी लाइफ से कंपेयर करते हैं. And with that they remind you कि तुम्हारे पास कितना ज़्यादा freedom है. Number 5 is no privacy. If you live in an Indian household, then there are chances कि तुम्हारा कभी ना कभी तो फोन चेक हुआ ही होगा. कई लोगों के घर पे लिटरली ये रूल्स होते हैं कि तुम अपना दरवाजा अंदर से लॉक नहीं कर सकते. Number 6 is that we are taught all the sanskars, but our parents miss out on certain important things like financial independence.
Okay, yeah.
Many Indian parents continue to support their adult children financially.
Listen, I just wanted to let you know when you get my credit card bill, it might be a little high this week.
7th is that they often send us completely unprepared for the real world. The important discussions around periods, sex, consent, mental health, all these important discussions never really happen in the house. Parents do not want the space between them and their kids to be open for discussion. So they consider control and strictness as a better way to escape that. Bad idea. Number 8 is teaching us कि stereotypes में believe करो. हमारे आसपास इतने सारे stereotypes हैं, बहुत smartly हमारी हर stage of life पे वो stereotypes हमारे आसपास के लोग या कोई ना कोई तो confirm करता ही रहता है. And जो हमारे roots है, हमारी family है, उन्होंने तो हमें confirm करा ही है कि जो वो सब stereotypes बोल रहे हैं वो हाँ सही है वो. And just like that, they become a part of us and we start believing in those. Things like girls have to adjust, stay quiet about any sexual assault that happened with you, normalizing fat shaming, slut shaming. Today, one of the biggest fears that parents have कि हमारा बेटा या बेटी कहीं gay नहीं निकल जाए या transgender ना हो. Number 9 is caste and religion.
अपना जात में लड़की मिलना आसान है का?
Growing up in Indian households, we know how important our caste and religion is. That we are superior or inferior to someone just because we are of a particular caste, and that we should behave accordingly. Number 10 is that parents give weird solutions to your problem. You're feeling depressed? अच्छा बाहर घुमाओ. You'll be better. तुम lesbian हो? ये देखो कितना अच्छा लड़का. He'll turn you for sure. एक बार try तो करो.
Wow.
Indian kids are often controlled, manipulated, and blackmailed till the very end. But why? And can we do something? Yes.
Okay.
Now, why do they do this? They have been brought up in the time where orthodox beliefs were never questioned and parents' command was the rule. जैसा बोला वैसा कर लिया. They are somewhat comfortable about being a part of a patriarchal society. जिसमें उन्होंने अपनी आधी से ज़्यादा जिंदगी निकाली है. And that's why they expect you to do the same. And this affects the kids. अगर तुम्हारे खुद के parents ने तुम्हें accept नहीं किया तो तुम्हें लगता है कि क्या कोई और मुझे accept करेगा. ऐसा नहीं है that kids always look for their parents' approval. But just imagine how empowering it will be if your parents support support you. So are
Facts.
things changing today? The modern Indian parents are changing the long-standing parenting styles. Many parents today are not imposing old traditions or values on their kids. Like Sneha, who is an advocate from Tamil Nadu, became the first Indian to obtain a no caste, no religion certificate. And she said, I was raised in a family that did not believe in these concepts, and my parents have always left the columns of caste and religion blank in application forms. Now that's inspiring. Besides that, many Indian parents are going for alternative parenting options like adoption or being a single parent. Chances are there that these parents might have experienced the criticisms of society and still manage to have a happy life without conforming to social rules. So actually, they would know better than to ask their kids to live up to the expectations of
Right.
society. So what is it that kids can do? What do they need to understand? Often clashes between parents and children happen because of the generational gap. Our parents often say that कि हमारे ज़माने में ये सब नहीं होता था, and they truly mean it, And yes, of course, that does not give them the license to control our lives. But अगर वो लोग generational gap identify नहीं कर पा रहे, इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि तुम भी identify नहीं करोगे उसको. If you have the understanding that there is a conflict, then you must take the first step to resolve it. Try talking to your parents about your likes and dislikes. Explain to them that this is what you want, and all they have to do is try and support you, even if they can't always understand you.
Okay, this is a huge step into I think I would say into the right direction. But the other thing that I would say is, what the parents would just be doing is just trying to help you or just trying to help us. That's what they were trying to do. And because of that generation gap that you have, said in there, it is important to note some of the things when you are like trying to correct them or trying to say, okay, this is actually what I would want to do. There has to be like the right way, the right procedure to do it so that you don't provoke them. Otherwise, you will get the slaps that you were just talking about there. It is really like a huge step for our parents. Like this, it's not exactly the same with African parents, no. But to some extent, African parents, they do that. Like all parents do that anyway. And mostly it's just to protect their children, and mostly they do that to girls, because they say girls are vulnerable, or all the things that they say, which is not true, especially in this age. So it's a huge step, honestly. I won't lie. It's something that needs to be talked about, and you need to tell your parents, and have that closeness. And I believe, like, if you have, because I think there are Indian families that, they don't experience all these things that we're talking about right now. They don't experience them. Why? Because someone at some point, stepped forward and tried to change all this. And therefore, step by step, it did change. So that's how you have to do it, man. But if I can go in the comment section right now, bro. Everybody is just. If someone said, I say privacy, and my desi parents hear drugs, boyfriend, and alcohol. That is crazy. That is crazy. And I mean, that is true. That is true. I've seen that, and I know that. Anyway, much love to you guys. Appreciate you all. Tell me what you think in the comment section down below. If you ever experienced this, and what do you think about it? I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.